All right, guys, today we are changing the purge valve solenoid on a 2016 Chrysler Town Country. I'll put in the description what all vehicles this pertains to. It'll be the same for a lot and actually multiple years of this car. So just giving you a look here. This is what we're working on. 2016 Chrysler Town Country has a 3.6 liter V6 in it, and we are changing the purge valve solenoid. So if you look over here, there it is right there. Let me zoom in on it for you. I'm going to walk you through how to replace that. And then, yeah, I'll show you what parts I've got. I'll leave links in the description for everything. I always price shop, and I get the same parts at the parts store for much less. So make sure you use my links. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so just showing what we have here. I have a size 13 socket, size 10 socket, a size 8 socket, and a little extension. We may not need the extension. I'm not sure yet. I just have it. Got a little bitty flathead screwdriver, little pair of pliers, 3/8 impact, ratchet, wrenches. You could use wrenches for this instead. And then I have my Dorman purge valve solenoid. That is a 911-481. And again, I will leave a link in the description. This is the same one you'll get from the parts store. It's just much cheaper. I get it on Amazon. So definitely would recommend going this route. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it. All right, so first thing we'll do, we'll go ahead and pull this reservoir out of the way, size 13. Get that up and out the way without losing it. Set it right there. It's a great spot. And I do have videos on how to flush out your power steering fluid. So if you're looking at this and it looks like it's pink, I'm sorry, not pink, looks like it's brown, go ahead and watch that other video and flush this out. It's super easy to do. I actually have lots of videos on this car, so make sure you go watch my other videos. So 1 clip, 2 clip, 3 clips. We'll need our size 8 socket here. Go ahead and pull off this clamp and remove this. All right, so there she is. Just loosen her a little bit. You ain't got to do too much. Probably should have waited to pull them clamps off. There we go. I have got that off. All right, let's go ahead and pull off this PCV hose. Be careful here. Really don't want to break. All right, I'm using 2 hands for this. Just be very careful. I use my pliers, kind of twist that a little bit. Then it should pull straight off now. I'm gonna use 2 hands, just make sure I don't break that hose. All right, so I got the hose off. We'll go ahead and pull this housing here out. It should just pop straight up. It's got rubber grommets holding it in place. Yeah, here we go. You can see it's popping out of that down there. Pull it straight up and out. There we go. There's our housing. Set that guy down. And if you look right here, there's no wasp in here and get stung on, even if they're dead. Here's what we're working with. Now we have full access to this. So we have 1 electrical connector, 1 airline, and another airline. Make sure you don't have any cracks in your lines here. All right, so let's go ahead and pop this connector through without breaking it. Goodness gracious. Little son of a gun. There we go. Can't be steady with 1 freaking hand. Just got off of work. We got to go somewhere in the morning, and I mean, this car will run without doing all this work to it. I had to fix something else. But I'd like to fix these problems before we take it for a trip. All right, I think I got it pretty well out. I don't think I did, actually. Let's see how far further I can get it. There we go. We sure did. So that's about how far you got to get it out, and you squeeze it right back here. So electrical connector is down. This hose here we'll have to be very careful with. Let's go ahead and pull this bottom one here. Let me zoom in so you can see. Get the light up here a little better. See those 2 little blue clips? Squeeze them in, and then with your other fingers, push that connector down, kind of wobble it a little bit. Got it loose. Should be able to pull it now. All right, I want to do this so I can show you guys. I'm sure this is where you'll get stuck. There you go. There we go. So you see I squeeze it up top here, and then I was kind of pushing down with the bottom of my fingers. Should slide right out now. Beautiful. I'll probably go ahead and clean that little hole out a little bit. All right, now let's get this other hose off. I actually just did it, but I wasn't recording. So if yours is kind of seized on there, don't just go pulling on it. Take you some pliers, that's why we got them. Grab a hold to it, and this is for pretty much any hose. Hear it starting to twist a little bit? You're basically trying to break that hose loose. It's been on there for so long, it's kind of bonded to that plastic. So I got it twisting now. If you have to, get a little bit of lube on it too. And now I should be able to just pull it right off of there. And again, you got hard plastic lines here, so be careful. I'll go and play with this one a little more. There we go. I'm making some lube. Goodness gracious. I'm gonna get me a little bit of lube and spray it. Got a little bit of lube on it. And just very carefully not destroy this thing. Kind of a goofy design. Goodness gracious. Really not trying to break those plastic lines, or I would be a little more forceful with it. I really don't like moving that line too much. There we go. All right, I'm gonna put down the phone here. I think you guys understand. Just work this until you get it off. All right, so I'm kind of working it a little bit. It's only been about 30 seconds since I last talked to you guys. There we go, got it off. So it's that little nipple it's catching on, just so you guys can see. Now we'll go and pull that 10mm mounting bracket bolt off and just pull the whole bracket off. I think you guys get the point. Just pull that off, and then I'm gonna grab that whole purge valve solenoid and just set it off. All right, so got it off. Now let's take a look at what we got here. So we got the whole bracket, and we have the old purge valve solenoid. I'm not sure if this is original or not, but let's go ahead and pull this bracket off. So I need my little flathead screwdriver again. Ready? I might need to put you guys down for this one. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I'm gonna put you down. So you see that little piece right there on the back side? That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to basically bend it up right here and pull it out with your other hand. So you're pulling this metal bracket off of your solenoid. There we go. I got you in my top pocket. Some of you probably get stuck in spots that may be easy for me. So just want to show you how things work. So if I'm over explaining some things for you, just go ahead and skip ahead. There you go. I'm just kind of working it out back and forth. And there's our bracket. Let's pull out our new one. Try not to drop you. Take a look at them, make sure they're the same. Yes, they are. They're not the same. This is not a Dorman. I would assume this is original. And again, we're just gonna slide her back in and pop right into place. Now let's go ahead and go remount it and stick all those connections back on. I think you guys understand how to remount it here, so we're just gonna take it. Probably just set it back on there, actually. You see that little tab right there? Oh, you see that little tab right there? And the hole in the back, right there at the end of my finger? Make sure that tab and that hole right there. Beautiful. I'm going to put that bolt on. That nut. All right, now I've got her mounted back up. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean out this little connector here, just so I can ensure that it's getting a very good seal on this. All right, now I'm just using some electrical cleaner. A little quick squirt. And I'll go ahead and spray in my connector while I'm here. Guys, this is really optional. Just like to be nice and thorough. Just hit the lock bucket. Can let that air out for a second, let that air dry, and I will leave a link in the description for that. You could also put some dielectric grease inside of your plug right now. It'd be a great idea. Almost forgot, pull off your blue clip here, and that goes on your new one. So to pull off your blue clip, pretty well, let me get you focused, prying up on that middle piece. I'm popping it over that little divot in this. I'll just pop it back over on the other side. Holding it up one side, popping this guy up. That's what we want. Now we're gonna go slide this onto our new one. I should do that just a minute ago. All right, so we're back over here. Let's pop this piece back on. There we go. Now let's pop this guy back on. Moving back over to the side. Come on now. And pop. Pops right into place. And she's nice and locked in. We'll go ahead and do this electrical connector since it's right in our way. Move my light back over here where you can actually see what I'm doing. And should hear pop. Pop. And so you heard it click into place. It's all the way seated in. Take it home. I thought that'd be strong enough. Hurts my fingers. Get my pliers on here. And, well, I'm holding it over on this side. Pop. Look at this guy, nice and clean in there. And slide that all the way on. So we have it nicely sealed, nicely connected. That's nicely connected. That's connected. Everything's nice and out of the way. Well, let's go ahead and reinstall our airbox. All right, so you see this hole here. It's got to go in that hole. Also while keeping this out of the way. So just kind of move that up a little bit. Oh yeah, here we go. Be great where you have two hands. You can grab onto that piece on the bottom, pop it into the hole. There we go. Move your reservoir out of the way. Move this guy out of the way. Move your PCV line out of the way. Should fall right into place dang near. You can see that little divot. Oh, I'll break that. Goes right to your washer fluid. The little divot right here on the washer fluid. Move our freaking power steering fluid reservoir out the way again. That's popped into place on there, and there should be some divots down here on the bottom that it'll pop into, and you could see them while we had it all off. You can see one right there. So now I think we're lined up. Oh my goodness. I need two hands, people. All right, I'm gonna use two hands. Basically, you're trying to pop it back into those divots down there. I think I'm already popped in on one side. So that back side popped right in for me, and then I just had to reach down here and pop in this front side. You can see she's nicely connected. I don't have any crud. I got my air filter up here. That's should be the clean side. Now let's go ahead and put the top on, which for me is right here. And if you have a dirty filter box, oh my goodness, a little dirty filter, now is a great time for you to go ahead and change that. And you see back here, those fit in just like that. Move this guy up out the way. Pops right into place. Beautiful. I'll clip her down. And get this guy set into place. She's seated very nice up here. It's what you're looking for. This is the last clip right here. And let's go ahead and get this hose back on. There you go. You can see I'm popped into place here. Got my reservoir that goes right there. That guy on. You can see she lines up perfectly. Now we'll tighten that here momentarily. Put on our 13mm nut. Guys, you do not have to ugga-dugga these. You just got to get them on there. Should be plenty good. It's just plastic. You don't want to crack that. Tighten this guy up. I haven't even been watching the camera. I hope I'm recording decent for you guys. And again, you don't want to move that hose clamp around too much. Don't want to tighten it too much either. See, it's not popping up. That's good. All right, so that's seated in there well. Let's put our PCV hose back on. She's nicely seated. So check, check, check. This is all mounted very nicely. All that's hooked back up. Now, if you have any codes in your system, if this fixed it after so many miles, it'll clear the codes out automatically. But if you have a code reader, you can go ahead and skip ahead, and I'll show you how to clear the codes out. All right, so I've got it plugged in, and actually I lied to you. I did find my nice one. It plugs in right next to this, right behind it. You can see where the end of my plug is. And take your key, if I can find it. So I've got it plugged in. Now I'm just going to turn the key to on. Now I've got other codes here that I should have just fixed. I didn't make a video on that. Not sure if I can make a video on that, but I won't. Yeah, don't worry about those. So we'll just hit erase. Yes. Probably still show some stored codes. That's fine if yours does. Yeah, don't worry about those. Those are for me. You don't worry about those codes. If you know about those, you know about those. All right. Let's go ahead and crank her up. Now that right there should activate right whenever you start it up when it's cold. I don't know if this is going to be considered cold or not. But I do know it's already running better than it was. All right, very good. Okay, so guys, please like, subscribe, leave comments, watch my other videos. I have tons of other videos on these vehicles. Thank you for watching, and y'all have a great rest of your day.